But if you have a better CGPA, then there are a lot of chances that you will get 1,000 times better things in your life what you are supposed to get right now. Whoever your best friend is, you will never know why he is your best friend, but because of some reason he will be. The most important reason why we started a startup that you can realize right now, I saw someone's problem and I wanted to solve it.
Welcome. We are here to present you the second part of this episode with Mr. Hariom, the founder of OROM Corp. In this part, we have discussed many important topics related to the college academics and college life. You will also get your answer that how to navigate through your idea while you are in college. We hope you will love this episode and keep watching Launchcast. Does GPA matter? Because in this first semester which we crossed, right? We have just started with our second sem right now. We have two kinds of people. One say that GPA doesn't matter. You just grow on your skills, like do social media marketing, learn graphic designing, learn coding. You will get something. You will get a gig. And there are second type of people who are 9-pointers. We will say that you have come here to study, just study and leave. And that what also our faculties tell us. So, in your perspective, what is the common ground between the both?
See, according to me, GPA does matter if you are in VIT. Okay. Even if you go out, the first impression, anything, so GPA at what GPA does actually matter, I will explain you. Anything more than 7.5, between 8.5 is fine. You don't need to be a 9-pointer. That is not the GPA that is. 9-pointers are something, anything between that. You see people who are selected for Microsoft. In our college, Microsoft one of the best companies which really visits. So the people they select is never a 9-pointer. You see 3 years before, not even a single 9-pointer went onto Microsoft. Everyone was from 8 to 8.7, 8 to 8.7, 7.5 to 8.7. Okay, that's how the trend went. So 9-pointers are not the people who always get the best placements because they always studied. They don't know how to communicate. Okay, so CGPA actually matters as a first impression, because if you're going to apply for a job, if you're going for some MS or somewhere, then what is the person gonna see? They don't know you, they haven't talked to you. They will see how you have performed in your past life. If you have been given a degree, if you've given a timeline, if you've given something, some particular timeline to complete at a particular time. So are you good in completing tasks? Are you good in doing this thing? So college life is all about completing tasks and getting a score. So 9 CGPA, that you are good. 8.5, you are also good. 7.5, you are good. Less than that, you are acceptable. But now what happens is, if you are less than 7.5, people are going to see. They will never reject you. So they will see you. Do you have any other skills? They will say, okay, you have done club activities. You have been part of many, TED Talks, or maybe many other places, maybe some organizations you have been part of. You have done more internship than the 9-pointer people. So you have skills. So there it comes. So the first impression, and now if you are a VIT based student, so the first impression, you go to any faculty, you go to anywhere, they will see your ID card, they will see your particular registration number. First thing they say is, they will type there something in computer, obviously your registration number, they will get all details, they will see 9-pointer or 8-pointer. If you're a 5-pointer, they won't give you a value. If a 9-pointer, they will be like, okay, let's talk. That is a difference in VIT that happens. There is a culture. Not everyone does that, but some faculties do judge people on the marks. Now, does that matter to you? So the question comes, actually no. So as a person, it should be according to your perspective. If you want to be someone who want to learn skills, then CGPA doesn't matter. But again, there is a contradict. After learning skills, let's say you have a lot of skills, but if you have a better CGPA, then there are a lot of chances that you will get 1,000 times better things in your life what you are supposed to get right now. Okay, the people who have a lot of like 9 CGPA, 9.5 CGPA, if they don't have skills and CGPA is a waste, doesn't matter. Anyway, it's just a college. You got a number, doesn't matter now. What the skills you learn. College is about experiences, not about numbers. So that's the part. I hope I was able to explain.
Yeah, so basically what I feel that we should do is have a average good CGPA. Addition to that, also develop your skills, because that would be a boom in your career.
Both are like equally
Equally distributed.
rational to each other, like directly proportional. If this increases, this also increases.
Yeah, interesting. So now we will deep dive into your entrepreneurial journey, right? So in your first year, you started this company. how did the idea came to you and how did you approach it? Like you told that you also approached one of your friends that okay, let's start it. How did you decide that okay, you will go and talk to that person only, you will not go to another guy? Two questions.
So Dalit Dinesh is his name, and we met in the first semester. Actually, what happens in V8 is if you're in the top 100 registrations number, so they are like top 200 rankers. So top 200 went to the 100 registrations number. So we had our separate batch.
ये भेदभाव क्यों?
Okay. So Dilip Dinesh is actually Kerala board state topper. Okay. So he's studying here for free actually. So we kind of became good friends. So after that, our mentalities were matching. So that's how we became good friends. So we started talking everything. Later on, we started talking business. So I realized this guy is actually with my mindset and everything. Whoever your best friend is, you will never know why he is your best friend, but because of some reason he will be. Okay, so that's how it happened. So the first person that came in my mind was he, because before that he was the only person I was talking in college. Well, right now I will say he's like a brother. Like I didn't even talk to him for a year, but the day I talked to him, we were discussing our last conversation, and that's how it happens. So eventually, I know even if I'm not talking for him months, or months if I have not talked to him, I know he's there. He'll take care of things. That is what the belief I have. That is what the belief he has. So that's what the friendship is. And now about the idea where I got it from. So it's actually a very interesting story. So sometimes if you have to order 2-3 things, okay, from Swiggy or Zomato, so you won't order it in the same app. What you will do it, you will order it in a different account. So you will get extra coupons. So that is what we did. So what happened is I ordered from Swiggy and I ordered from Zomato, both. Both of the delivery guys came, and the most interesting part was both of them get paid the exactly same, around 10 rupees, something around. There is a part of food that goes to them. So one came on a cycle, and I'm from Bihar. Okay, so at that time it was May. That's what I said. In the May we started. So that was May and everything. The temperature was around 40 to 45. The guy who came on the cycle was of the age 45. The guy and the second guy who came with the second delivery, he was from, I think he was of age 30 and 39, maybe approx. And he was on a motorcycle. So I asked the cycle guy, why don't you use the motorcycle? Because usually delivery guys comes with a motorcycle. So it was like, I might save 5-6 rupees, or also the reason I have to buy a bike and all those things. I was like, okay, fine. I asked the second guy, he was like, it's fine even if I spend 5-6 rupees and if I buy a bike, it's actually handy for me. So I was like, I asked him, what if you can get a bike of some cheaper rate? And what if, I asked the guy, what if you get a bike for a cheaper rate? Both of them were like, sure, we'll love that. For that question to be asked, I ordered many foods in that timeline, so I know if they need it. It all started with that we'll provide something them with some vehicle. So we started kind of developing a vehicle. So yeah, so 2 years in our startup, around 9 months to 10 months we wasted actually our time on designing the vehicle, making the vehicle all by ourselves, and everything we did up by ourselves. We were like from scratch we'll make it. We actually made the vehicle, all the patents, prototype, we had everything. But later we realized it's going to take a lot of time. So the development part takes a lot of time. So now we make the designs, someone else makes the vehicle, and that's how we get outsourced. So all of that came from there. So what I mean by last mile connectivity is something that if you want to travel something around 10 kilometers, we'll provide you the vehicle. That is last mile connectivity.
So do you like when the idea came and you were about to okay, let's develop the vehicle, and you said that you started with 500 rupees, then what did you do with those 500? Because I think development of vehicle requires a lot of fund.
Yeah, with the 500 rupees, the first thing we did was, I think we have a friend in Triple IT Hyderabad. Okay. So the guy in the Triple IT Hyderabad it's a pro. He was in VIT. He got a lateral entry in Triple IT Hyderabad. So he shifted from this place. He realized that place might be better. So he wanted some gyroscopic something. So the first vehicle that we were making was a self-balancing personal transporter. So you guys have seen Segway. Have you seen Segway? Okay, Segway, it's just two wheels, a rod here. Yeah, okay, that's a Segway. in malls you might have seen. So that's what we were making, but in a different way. So for that you require a gyroscope. A gyroscope comes for around 200-300 rupees, and then he wanted some other modules. So that's what we bought. And third thing which we bought was our domain name. We were like, domain name is very important. Someone will steal it. At that time, GoDaddy was like, if someone steals your domain name, what will you do? We're like, let's buy this first. So yeah, that was 500 thing what we did. Yeah, that's all. Nothing more.
So, like, what is the domain name you bought that time?
Yeah, that time what we bought was very funny. I should not say it. It was OROM something. OROM last mills, not miles. Last mills. So oromlastmills.com.
Like, why?
I don't know. And like, see, we were a kid. We didn't know what exactly to do. So right now we know that domain names, more shorter domain names works better. So right now our domain is oromcorp.com. It's very simple. So 3-4 domain names we manage, 3-4 websites are there. So yeah. So at that time we were kids. We were like everything what we see we're finding fun. The most important reason why we started a startup that you can realize right now, I saw someone's problem and I wanted to solve it. And the whole point of time, even we are making some money right now, even we are doing anything. But the point is, we are not into money making. We are more into making life, but in some way or other, we are also involved in some other things also. We are trying to make people much happy in any way possible. So for that, some days we kind of have this food distributions in Vellore. Recently, we had some things. So our point is not making money. So till the time I'm in college, I don't even need money. Okay, like my parents are taking care of me, and why should I need money? So if we are earning something, let's invest it. There was a guy who actually needed money for his kind of, I should not say it, but for some reasons he needed. So we try to help people more than making money for in whatever way possible. Yeah, that's how we started.
The difference between business and entrepreneurship, that in business you make money, in entrepreneurship you make money as a byproduct, but your main goal is to create an impact or change people's life.
Change people's life. That is what. It's more of like when you help anyone, people will see you in a different perspective. Okay. So next time when you go to them, you will feel much better. You will feel relaxed. Happiness is not in getting, happiness is in giving. As simple as that.
Interesting. So, to sum up, you started with 500 rupees with your friend who you met in first year. Right. Now, I believe you worked through your hostel room only. You worked through your hostel room.
In the first year, we were on our home. All of this thing was happening in home. We came in the second semester, mid-second semester.
Okay, so this all started during COVID.
Yeah.
Acha, okay.
At that time, we didn't even know there is a college.
Oh, I thought that you were here in the on campus.
We were in COVID. We were the COVID batch. The first COVID batch.
2020.
Yeah. 2020 batch.
2020. So you started working from home, and then you shifted. When you shifted here, you worked from the hostel room.
Yeah. For like 2 months we worked. Around for 6 months we were working for.
And then you got to TBA.
Yeah. Then we needed some office space. This is half of our office space. So.
Okay. So when you are working with your co-founder, then he is your best friend. You are working with him, and sometimes there are conflicts which happen. Conflict of interest, that you say, okay, I want this to happen, and he's like, no, we should go that way. Fights should happen between two co-founders. Like, I believe that would happen.
Yeah.
And like, how did you deal with it, and what is the end situation of it? Like, is there any grudge against them, or do you resort to a common ground, or you listen to each other and then decide that, okay, who is more logical, or should I give up my opinion, or should I stick on my opinion? How does that work?
Okay, so having fights in a company, if the co-founder is your best friend, is one of the most funniest thing you will ever see. So the reason is, if the point is, both of you should be understanding. It's not key if I have said that is only going to happen. So there are times when this also happens. Then we make sure we'll sit and discuss the pros and cons. Okay, that is how we develop. So then we'll sit and discuss, okay, if I'm saying that particular product should be launched in this particular part of India in this particular date, so why you're saying it? And he will explain me 4 points. I'll be like, these are the points I disagree to. Then he'll explain it more. I'll be like, no, we can do this. So at the end of the day, what both of us were discussing, nothing will happen. Something new will come up and which is 1,000 times better than what we are doing. So it's kind of a parliament system, okay? So talks happens, we curse each other a lot, okay, and everything happens. But at the end of the time, you will come out with something good. The whole point should be in the whole conversation that it's not about showing someone below you. It's not about someone is logical, someone is much better. Everyone is better in something. Someone is better in talk, someone is better in tech. So everyone is better in something. The whole point should be we are growing together. So whatever decision comes, it should be logical with explanations given and should be agreed by everyone. So it should be everyone's perspective. See, when I walk with my team, no one ever considers me as a founder. They're like, Acha, you're third year intern. I'm like, yes, I'm third year intern. So I'm like, yeah, cool. So when you're with your team, it should not be like, okay, I'm the boss, he's the boss, or someone is the boss. It's a team. Everyone should be like a family. There should be a decision maker in the family. But when you're in public, it should feel like all of you are like interns only. No one knows who is the founder or who is the person who is taking care of things. So that's how you should deal in the thing. So that's how we believe in our system. So there are many times when people have come and they are like, acha, third year intern. Okay, what do you do? I'm like, nothing, sir. I make apps, sir. I'm working on APIs. It's like, okay. Acha, where is your founder? I was like, sir, he went out for food. So we kind of do this thing. That's how it should be.
So do you also feel that having a friend co-founder would affect the friendship if it doesn't work out?
That's all about how deep is your friendship.
Like,
Simple.
in what sense? Like,
How deep is your friendship? There are many times in life, don't consider this co-founder and any other thing. There are many times in life where you're going to have conflicts with your friends. Okay. But the question comes, what actually matters? Friendship or ego? For the person friendship matters more, they will choose friendship. If the ego matters, they will never a friend. Simple. It's all.
so if there are fights and if there is ego in between, which means that you are not there is no deep friendship. It's simple. And if you are coordinating with each other in whatever situations there is a huge fight, but you are still sitting and talking it out, which means that okay, you at least understand each other. You think that friendship matters.
That's how it should be in relationships also.
Yeah.
So for me, I have like an inner circle of 5-6 people, outer circle for whole world. So I know for this particular outside world, I might be not available every time. But for the inner circle, even if they call right now, I will go. So that's how important it should be. And that's how the life should be.
Okay. So you are in which branch of engineering?
CSE core.
And you are developing a product which is hardware based.
Hardware and software, actually, it's both.
So can you like explain that exactly what are you building? Like what is this mixture of software, hardware?
I'll make a suspense. Just wait for like 3 to 4 weeks in VIT. You'll get to see the product.
In VIT itself.
The trials will be mostly in VIT. We are actually doing trials in the night times, but maybe not in VIT, but nearby VIT. Maybe in Chennai, maybe somewhere you will get to see 3-4 weeks.
Okay.
Let it be a surprise.
Okay. So then you are from a programming engineering background. Like you are in CS, but you don't do it.
I don't know. Like I know to do it, but the answer is no. I'm like, if you say me, okay, Hariom, help me out on this, I will help you out. If you say me, Hariom, do this question, I'm like, I don't need to. I don't want to. I'm not interested in programming, but I know how to do it. So both are different things. So I know if I have a knowledge of everything. If someone comes and says me, I'm going to develop this thing in mechatronics or something like that, I will like, I should know at least what it is. So that much I know for everything. No deep knowledge.
Same.
We
are so much common on like some things that. Okay, I'm also in computer science, but I just do marketing. I have done like 3-4 internships in marketing. I try and learn about marketing. I just don't like computer science that much. That's the thing.
That's most of the people in CS don't like CS.
Yeah, but like then also you chose this stream, right? You came to computer science and engineering to do coding or at least revolve around that. Now you are developing a product which is hardware based. So how do you figure out things, because you are not from that field, you don't have a knowledge? How do you figure that, okay, these are the like technicalities of this project? This wasn't the end. We also have a third part coming up soon. We hope you loved this episode. Let us know what do you think of it in the comment section below, and follow us on Instagram. This episode was created by Rohak Mansukhani and Shrey Burdev.